I walk among the stars. Above the world, my proud head reaches up to heaven's height. Mine is the kingdom and the glory now, mine the ancestral throne. I need no gods. I have attained the summit of my wishes. Well done, and more than well. I ask no more. No more? Enough? Nay, but I will do more. I will yet see this father eat his fill of his dead offspring. Shame need not deter me. Daylight is gone. Yes, I need have no fear while heaven itself is empty. Gods have fled. Would I could stop them, drag them back by force, and make them see this banquet of revenge. Yet he shall see it. That will be enough. Day hides its face, but I will bring a light into your darkness, brother, and unseal your sorrows from the night that covers them. You have sat long enough at your repast. Now it is time to rouse you from your rest and change that happy smile. I need Thyestes sober to face so terrible a sight. Slaves, open wide the doors. Let all men see our hall, our temple of festivity. Now, to watch his face, to see its color change when he sees the face of his sons, to listen to his first tormented cries, to see his body stiffen with the shock as if struck dead. This will be my reward for all my pains. I must not only see him broken, but watch the breaking when it comes. There. Now the doors are open, and the hall is bright with torches. There, upon a couch of gold and purple, he reclines full length, his left hand propping up his drunken head. His stomach heaves. Now I am God of gods and King of kings. My prayers are more than answered. He has fed full, and now he drinks again from a great silver goblet. Drink it up! There's blood to spare for all those slaughtered cattle, of color to match well with that old wine. Try that cup to finish off the banquet. I want to see him drinking up that potion, made with his children's blood. He would have drunk mine if he could. Now he begins to sing a song of jollity. His wits are wandering.
But of the height from which you felt was good when fallen from where you stood. And yet, with those that have known evil days, one fault remains. The good time, when it comes, seems unbelievable. They will not trust it. Fortune may smile again. Those that have felt her heavy hand have little heart for laughter. Grief, dost thou pluck my sleeve again? Dost thou deny me this day's happiness? Grief, dost thou ride unbidden, unprovoked, and wouldst thou have me weep? Dost thou forbid me crown my head with flowers? She does. See, there they go. Roses of summer, now they're off. And what is this? My scented and anointed hair stands stiff with horror. Tears on my cheeks, not of my bidding. Sobs in my voice when I would speak. 'Tis sorrow's way. She will not be denied the tears she has grown to love. Weep then. Yes, I will weep, though in this time of joy. Yes, I will weep and howl and tear these Tyrian purple clothes. My brain forewarns me of a thing that I shall have to weep for by and by. It knows the coming evil, just as sailors know that a storm is brewing when the sea begins to rise and swell, though no wind blows. Why, fool? What griefs, what dangers does your imagination see? Believe your brother with an open heart. Your fears, whatever they may be, are either groundless or too late. It is no use. Against my will, some fear pervades my being. I have no cause to weep, yet tears start from my eyes. Is it for grief or fear? Can a man weep for too much happiness?
Brother, we two must celebrate together this memorable day, which will confirm my kingdom and assure my confidence in everlasting peace.
I have dined well, and you have wined me well. Only one thing can add a culmination to my pleasure, that I should share my pleasure with my sons.
Consider them already with you here in your embrace. They are, and will be with you forevermore. No member of your family can now be taken from you. You shall see, as you desire, their faces very soon. And I shall see a father well content, rejoicing in the presence of his loved ones. Your cup shall be filled full. Have no more fear. Your sons are taking part in the enjoyment of festive fare. All the young folk together, they shall be sent for. Let me offer you a cup of wine from our ancestral vintage.
I shall accept your hospitable toast, brother, with pleasure. A libation first to our paternal gods, then drain the cup. But what is this? My hand will not obey me. The cup grows heavy. I can hardly lift it. The wine I try to drink avoids my lips. Some trick. The liquor dribbles down my chin. And see, the table rocked, the floor is shaking. The torch's light sinks low. The sky itself hangs dull and heavy, seeming to be lost between the daylight and the dark. And why, the ceiling of the heavens seems to shake with violent convulsions. More and more. The murk grows darker than the deepest darkness. Night is engulfed in night. All stars have fled. Whatever be this peril, may it spare my brother and my sons. On my vile head let the storm break. But let me see my children.
I shall. No day shall ever take them from you.
What agitation in my stomach swells. What moves within me? Some protesting burden lies on my heart, and in my breast my voice that is not mine is groaning. Oh, my children, where are you? Come, your ailing father calls you. If I can see your faces, all my pain will soon be ended. Do I hear them? Where?
Embrace your children, father. They are here beside you. Do you recognize your sons?
I recognize my brother. Canst thou bear, O earth, the weight of so much wickedness? Wilt thou not break and drown thyself and us in the infernal Styx? Wilt thou not open into a vast abyss and sink in chaos, kingdom and king? Not overturn Mycenae and tear it stone by stone from its foundations? We too should now be joined with Tantalus. Unlock thy gates, O earth. Open them wide into whatever dungeon lower lies than Tartarus, where our forefathers are. Dispatch us quickly down the steep descent into thy awful bosom, there to lie entombed under the weight of Acheron. Above our heads let guilty spirits float. Above our prison let the fierce hot flood of Phlegethon stir upon the scorched sands. Dost thou allow idle earth, unmoved, inert? The gods are fled.
But here are your dear sons, whom you have asked to see. Receive them gladly. Kiss them. Make much of them, embrace them all. Your brother will not stop you.
Treachery! Was this our pact? Is this your brotherly love and reconciliation? Is this peace? What can I ask for now? Not as a father to have my children given back to me alive, but as a brother, I will beg this from my brother, which can be no loss to his most infamous revenge. To give a funeral to my sons. Do you not give me something which you will see immediately thrown on the fire? A gift not to be kept, but to be lost, is all this father asks.
You have them. All that now remains of them. And all that is not here is with you too.
What? Are they lying out for birds of prey to make a meal of? Are they set aside for savage beasts or creatures of the field?
You yourself have dined on your son's flesh. You have consumed this monstrous banquet.
Gods, this was the sight you could not bear to see. This was the sin that drove the daylight back to where it came from. Oh, what words can tell, what grieving can assuage my agony. There are not words enough to speak of it. Here are their severed heads. I see their hands chopped off, the feet left from their broken legs, the leavings of their fathers. Gluttony. My stomach moves. The sin within me strives to find escape. Cannot escape its prison. Lend me your sword, brother. Lend me that sword already glutted with my blood. Its blade shall set my children free. You will not? Hands beat on this breast until it break in pieces. No, strike not, wretch. We must respect the dead. When was such horror seen? When in the days of Heniacus upon the awful crags of barren Caucasus, or in Procrustes' den, the terror of the land of Attica? I press my sons to death. They press their father. Is sin illimitable?
There are bounds to limit willful sin, but sin's requital acknowledges no limits. I have done too little yet. I should have drained their blood, warm from their wounds, into your open mouth. You should have drunk it from their living bodies. I was too hasty. I rebuffed my rage. I did it all myself. Drove in the sword to slay them at the altar, washed my hearth with sacrificial blood, cut off the limbs from the dead bodies, chopped them into pieces and threw the pieces into boiling cauldrons, or had them slowly roasted on the fire. Sinews and limbs I severed, warm with life. I saw the meat impaled on slender spits and heard it squealing. I heaped up the fires. I should have made the father do all this. His torture came too late. He never knew what he was doing when his cursed teeth gnawed at those bones. His children never knew it.
Hear him, all seas that wash the winding shores. Gods, wheresoe'er you be, now fled from us. Hear all this wickedness. Hear powers below, hear earth. And thou, deep night of Tartarus, give ear to these my prayers. To thee alone I come. Thy starless dark, like this black day, alone can look upon my misery. I will not pray for any evil thing. I will ask nothing for myself. What good could ever now be mine? For you, I pray, almighty ruler of the sky, great king of heaven's realm. Wrap all the universe in awful darkness. Let the winds make war from every quarter of the sky. Let thunder loudly resound. Not with thy gentler hand that tempers its assault upon the homes of innocent men, but with the hand of wrath which overthrow the triple-mouthed pile. I and the mountain-topping giants too. Prepare thy weapons and discharge thy fires. Avenge the darkness of this stolen day. Send thunderbolts and lightning to supply the place of this lost sun. Thou hast no need to weigh the issue. Count us guilty, both, or else on me alone pronounce thy sentence. Strike at this head, let triple forks of fire impale this breast. How else could I expect to give my sons a burial or commit their bodies to the final flames, if not to be burnt up myself? Will the gods not hear? Have they no weapon to destroy the sinner? Then may eternal night endure, may darkness cover these vast, immeasurable sins forevermore. Son, never move again, and I shall be content.
Well done, my hands. This is my true reward. My wicked work would have been wasted if I had not heard those cries of agony. Now I am sure my sons are mine again, reborn to me. The slur upon my fatherhood is lifted.
What cause could you have had to hate the children?
That they were yours.
Their father's sons?
I know they were their fathers, and I am content.
Now by the gods that make us love our own.
Why not the gods of marriage?
Is a fault to be requited with more wickedness?
I know why you are angry. 'Tis your grief that you were cheated of the crime you purposed. You weep not that you ate this loathsome meal, but that you had not cooked it. Your intent, I know, was to prepare a like repast, and serve it to your unsuspecting brother, to seize my children with their mother's aid, and make an end of them, as I of yours. And would have done it, but for one thing only. You thought you were their father.
My revenge the gods will give. I have no other wish but to entrust to them your punishment.
As I do yours, into your children's hands.